What is parallel structure? Think about math. Briefly, now come back to English. Parallel structure means using the same pattern of words to show that two or more ideas have the same level of importance. For example, the two lines in this photograph are facing the same way. Just if words were facing that way, they would be equally important. Same thing with the double yellow line. Parallel structure can happen at the word level or the phrase level. The usual way to join parallel structures is with the use of coordinating conjunctions such as and or. We're going to look at two types of parallel structures. One is with words and the other one is with phrases. With words, we're simply putting the words, as we mentioned, right after the verb in the sentence. So here our verb is eats, and then we have three fruits. We have oranges, we have apples, and we have star fruit. So very simple, eats, and then list each item. With phrases, it gets a little more difficult. We're going to look at two types of phrases. One is the gerund form. That is the ing form. For example, Justin likes juggling, reading, and riding unicycles. Each one of those ends in an ing. Each one of those is a gerund. The second type of phrase is the infinitive phrase. We're going to look at two examples here. The first example is Mary likes to hike, to swim, and to ride a bicycle. When we're looking at this, we can see that to hike is one item, to swim isn't the second item, and to ride a bicycle is the third item. Or we can do it this way. We can say Mary likes to hike, swim, and ride a bicycle. In this case, the to applies to each of the three items, hence the fun arrows. So the to works for each one. So it's not Mary likes to hike, comma, and then the to doesn't apply. The to applies to each of the three items. Now let's look at a few examples. Not parallel. Mary likes hiking, used to swim, and to ride a bicycle. Likes hiking, well, that's nice, but that is the present tense. Used to swim says what she did in the past, that's past tense. And to ride a bicycle is an infinitive phrase. So all of those are different. That is not parallel. Here's one that is. Mary likes hiking in the mountains, swimming in the ocean, comma, and riding a bicycle. In this case, we have three gerunds, hiking, swimming, and riding. And each one of these has a phrase. So mountains, ocean, and bicycle are all involved. So those are parallel. They line up nice and neat. Here's our second example. Not parallel. The production manager was asked to write his report quickly, accurately, and in a detailed manner. Well, we have two adverbs. We have quickly, we have accurately, but in a detailed manner is a little bit clunky, and that is different from what we want right here. Here's the parallel example. The production manager was asked to write his report quickly, comma, accurately, comma, and thoroughly. Notice that each one of these ends in an ly, and that is the part that makes this sentence parallel. Here's our last example. Not parallel. The teacher said that he was a poor student because he waited until the last minute to study for the exam, completed his lab problems in a careless manner, and his motivation was low. We have an infinitive, we have a past tense verb second, and third, we go back to a subject, his motivation, and then a verb. That's a mess. Here's a parallel one. The teacher said that he was a poor student because he waited, past tense, until the last minute to study for the exam, completed his lab problems in a careless manner, and 3, lacked motivation. All of these are simple past tense verbs. That's what makes this parallel.